Hello, welcome to Young Church. My name's Marilyn and I'm one of the Young Church leaders. This week's theme for Alternative Visions for the Future is to live in the moment. Jesus calls us to live in the present moment and to rely on God for our daily bread, not to fill our minds with worries and fears and regrets. God loves us completely, just the way we are, and God longs for us to be fully alive, but we can't be if our minds are preoccupied by negative thoughts of the past, the future, and what is to be. Our brains are a bit like monkeys, swinging from thought to thought until we're in such a muddle we're lost in the forest. Or you could think of us standing under a waterfall of thoughts and feelings streaming over us. In our first reading today, St. Paul calls for us to be transformed by renewing our minds, giving our brains a rest, to learn to think in a new way in which we concentrate and enjoy the moment. Now I'm going to share a story about enjoying the moment from the Buddhist religion. The story is called The Tigers and the Strawberry. A man was walking across a field when he saw a tiger. He fled, but the tiger ran after him. Coming to the edge of a cliff, the man spied a root of a wild vine. Grabbing onto it, he swung himself down over the edge, out of reach of the tiger. He was safe. The tiger came to the edge and sniffed him from above. Trembling, the man looked down and saw another ferocious tiger prowling below. Only the thin vine held him. Two mice scurried out of a nearby nest on the cliff and began gnawing at the vine. As they chewed, the man saw a luscious strawberry on a ledge nearby. Grasping the vine with one hand, he plucked the strawberry with the other. Oh, how sweet it tasted! So here we have the man clinging to the vine between the two tigers. The tiger at the top of the cliff represents the past and the danger of continually blaming ourselves and others for past mistakes, regrets and shame for what we've done. We can learn from the past, but we can never go back to change what has happened. The tiger prowling at the bottom of the cliff represents the future, our anticipation or fear of what is to come. We can plan for the future and try to be prepared, like packing our school bags. But we have to face it, what's coming, no matter how much we fear it now. So it's better to concentrate on the present. And that is what the man in the middle is doing. He's hanging between the two tigers in the present, and he decides to relish that moment by eating a strawberry. So how can we live in the moment more? Next time you eat a biscuit, concentrate on the biscuit rather than worrying about have you made the right choice, how many are left in the tin, will you get a fair share of what's left, and just relish that biscuit just like the man relished the strawberry. Some people practice living in the moment through meditation, through deep breathing, or yoga, or running, or playing or listening to music, or going out for a walk and appreciating nature, the effect of the sun on the colours of flowers, or the sudden scent of a pine tree. Living in the moment can start as a few seconds and then add up into much longer periods of a break from those worrying thoughts that are rushing round your head as you find your way to give your mind a rest. For me, I live in the moment when I am painting or drawing, concentrating on the task finding a fulfillment in the process of creating the piece rather than the end piece itself. So for our activity today, I thought that we would draw a tiger's face or two to remind us of those tigers in the past and the future, which can spoil our present life. This is the tiger that I'm using as an inspiration for our tiger, but I'm hoping to make him a bit fiercer than that smiley one. So to make a tiger like this, you need a circle of card. Now I've chosen this sort of reddish orange colour. That's for his face. 2 smaller circles for the ears. A little black triangle for the nose, 2 white circles for the eyes, 8 pointy bits of black card. Those are for the stripes on his face. There's 3 round each side of his face and then 2 at the top. Then 2 pieces for the inner bits of his ear, like that. And then, because I don't want him to smile, I've made a black mouth and I've started to make some teeth. So when you've assembled all those, all you have to do is stick them together. So with my glue stick, I have stuck all those pieces of cardboard onto the round circle. So I've stuck the ears just behind the head with the little bits, half circles to form the inner ears, and then stuck the stripes round, the nose in the middle, 2 eyes, and then the teeth in a gaping black mouth. I'm now going to take a pen to put in his whiskers and other features. So the whiskers go here. And I think he needs some big dark marks from his nose to his mouth. And of course he needs some fierce looking eyes. So I think we'll do some like this. Very thin eyes. Well, he looks a bit fiercer than that original one, doesn't he? And I'm sure you could make a fierce one too. Another idea is to not use coloured card, but to paint your own card to make the tiger. And this I have done, this paper I've decorated with different colours of acrylic paint. So I've got yellow, orange, a bit of bronze and some red, and I've dabbed them on with this messy old bit of sponge to create more of a tiger fur. And with that I'm going to cut it out using the same round shape that I used for this one, but then I'm just going to draw all the markings on it, and we'll see what that looks like. Here I've cut out the circle for the tiger's head out of that painted piece of paper and put the circle ears on, and then I have used the black marker pen to put in all the other markings. And for this I've used this tiger picture to try and give me some inspiration. It needs working on, but you can see where I'm going, and it certainly makes you think about what you're doing. It's a harder process than this one, and I don't know yet which one's going to turn out to be the fiercest tiger, but we need 2 tigers, one at the top of the cliff and one at the bottom. I hope you enjoy making some tigers. do send in any pictures that you've made of them, and just relax, breathe, and enjoy the process of creating a fierce tiger. You don't want that fierce tiger in the past or in the future occupying your mind. Just enjoy the moment. Bye bye.